can't believe it's over.
Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York. Fergie
Let's just go.
has just been given what feels like a very clear royal slap in the face.
Hey besties, welcome back to Rogers Talking. You know those moments when someone's fall from grace is so public, it almost feels cinematic?
This time last year, in June 2025, she was sitting pretty in the Wimbledon Royal Box, invited alongside her daughter, Princess Beatrice. Headlines everywhere celebrated her big return after decades. King Charles himself was reportedly behind making it happen. Fast forward just 1 year to July 2026, and there's not a single sign of her. No royal box, no VIP treatment, nothing. So what changed? A lot. And none of it has been good for Fergie or her ex-husband, Prince Andrew. Let's dive deep into this story today.
Imagine this. Last year, Fergie is back in the prestigious 74-seat Royal Box for the first time since 1988, when she sat beside Princess Diana. It was a massive PR win. Insiders said King Charles personally supported her return.
Now? Crickets. It would be easier for her to climb Mount Everest than get escorted up Henman's Hill this year. The royal family has clearly drawn a line. And after everything that's come out in the last 12 months, can we really be surprised?
Let's be honest, the last year has been an absolute nightmare for Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew. Remember 1992? The Queen called it her annus horribilis, the year of separation, scandals, and the Windsor Castle fire. Fergie was right in the middle of it with her separation from Andrew.
But that year looks like a pleasant picnic compared to what they've just been through. Both have repeatedly denied any wrongdoing in their association with Jeffrey Epstein. Yet the files that dropped in January 2026 painted a very different picture, one of relentless greed and shockingly poor judgment.
Fergie's lowest point before this was the 2010 Cash for Access scandal. Caught on camera accepting £15,000 to arrange access to Prince Andrew, she admitted she was desperate for money. But the Epstein files took it to another level.
In July 2009, just days after Epstein was released from prison for procuring a 14-year-old for prostitution, Fergie asked him to pay for her business-class flights to the U.S. Not just hers, but Beatrice and Eugenie's too. She had lunch with him, veggie lasagna, no apparent moral issue with breaking bread with a convicted child sex offender who had just been freed. Then in May 2010, she actually begged him to hire her as his house assistant, writing, "I am the most capable and desperately need the money." She called him a legend and even joked, "Just marry me." These messages are now public. The greed, the lack of boundaries, it's all there in black and white.
The royal family's response. After all this, is it any wonder she's no longer welcome in the royal box? The royal family has been slowly but surely distancing themselves. Andrew has been stripped of titles and duties. Fergie, despite living on royal property, is increasingly on the outside looking in.
Her daughters Beatrice and Eugenie have tried to stay somewhat protected, but the shadow of their parents' choices keeps following them. Look, it's hard to feel much sympathy here. Fergie has always been a larger-than-life character, fun, flawed, and often her own worst enemy. But repeatedly choosing money and access over basic decency has consequences. The royal family clearly wants to move on from this chapter. No more second chances in the spotlight. What do you think, besties? Has the royal family been too harsh on Fergie? Or is this snub completely justified after everything that's come out?
Do you feel any sympathy for her situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If you're new here, hit subscribe and the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into royal family drama and scandals.